Well, hello, and welcome to Fragrance Therapy. Hello, everyone out there, especially to my Fragrance Therapy fam. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. It's currently the 3rd of July, 2024 when I'm recording this. And the last time that I came to you all was February 13th, 2024, which is my birthday. Shout out to all my Aquarians out there. And a lot has happened since then. But I want to thank you all so much for all of your love, your support, your encouraging words and messages that you left underneath the last video that I recorded in regards to my mom and to me. And you all are so appreciated. Just the way that you uplifted me in that moment. Those of you who chose to leave some words of encouragement and support in that video, I truly appreciate it. Any way that you sent me love and support, and my mother love and support, again, I truly just thank you all. I will at some point give you an update on, the things that I touched on in that video. But today, the video that I wanted to do, just coming back to this channel, was something fun and lighthearted, having to do with fragrances, because it's been a long time. I have switched up the decor in my bedroom this year, and for me it has been so important for the theme in my bedroom to be fun and just lightheartedness and things that make me smile, especially now, to be able to have a space in my home where things were not so serious. Not that my home is serious, but I just wanted an element of fun and things that made me smile and just cute things. And it's funny because I am not a pink girl. I don't wear a lot of pink in my wardrobe. I actually wear a lot of black, believe it or not, even though you see me in this white frou-frou dress right now, and I've got all this pink in my bedroom right now. I love wearing black. I did not plan for my room to have all this pink, but I saw this bed set and it has these peaches with smiley faces on them, and my instant reaction was just like, oh my gosh, those are so cute, so adorable. And it just made me smile, and that is what I wanted. Even though it's pink, I just went with it. I was like, you know what, I don't care. I have this little pink star pillow and this adorable stuffed kitty, and this little deer with this cute face. It doesn't matter what age you are. I am living out my childhood bedroom fantasy, and it is working for me. So if you have thought about doing that, I encourage you to do it. Make your bedroom, or whatever room in your home that you spend a lot of time in, make it what you want. Do not worry about how other people are going to see it, or regardless of what age you are, do it. But candles, I have fragrances, and I purchased these in the month of June, and so I wanted to show you these. These come from GooseCreek, and I also have one from Bath & Body Works that I'll show you too, since I'm doing something very fun in here. I was looking for a few fragrances that I could use in my bedroom that would go with the tone of just sweet and lightheartedness. So with that being said, let's get started. I'm not keeping all of these. I just want you to know I did not buy all of these candles with the intention of keeping them all. I just figured, hey, I may as well spend over $100 to get the free shipping and I will just choose whichever ones I love the most. So I will start with this fragrance. It is part of the adorable strawberry shortcake collection that GooseCreek has, and this is called Custard. Okay, now I love this design of the candle. I love that it's a pink color because it's gonna go with my decor in my bedroom. But as you can see, the flowers and the kitty, the cute little kitty there, it's glossy. And then the rest of the candle is matte, like a matte finish. Now the notes in here are pink strawberry, dense vanilla cream, soft butter, and melted vanilla sugar. So I was thinking to myself, ooh, you know, that sounds really good. And I love the aesthetic of this candle jar. So this is a nice fragrance, and I could definitely see how this would end up being somebody's favorite. Like Custard, it's definitely thick or dense or rich, and it definitely has that creaminess, that vanilla scent. But for me, it was on the verge of a little overwhelming at times, or I just couldn't take it. I was like, oh, okay, enough of that kind of feeling. And so again, the fragrance itself is nice. It's not anything that I would say I haven't smelled anything like it or similar to it before. But even though the packaging is just adorable and the fragrance again is nice, but I just found it to be a little too rich for me. Okay, next from the Strawberry Shortcake collection is this fragrance called Raspberry Tart. And again, goes with my bedroom. This little character is so adorable as well. She's surrounded by little raspberry flowers and vines and raspberries. And the notes in this fragrance are raspberry tart, sparkling sugar, warm tart, and vanilla bean. Super cute once again. And I'm not the biggest raspberry scent person. I don't have a lot of raspberry fragrances. I haven't purchased a lot of raspberry fragrances when I thought about it, but I was interested in the fact that it said raspberry tart. I smelled this one and I did try this one, and I have to say I was pleasantly surprised with this fragrance. I really enjoy it. And this is one I am going to be keeping. I don't know if you all are familiar with a tea called Raspberry Zinger, or the flavor of it is Raspberry Zinger. I think the brand is Celestial Tea or something like that, but that's kind of what this reminded me of, is, you know, raspberry scent with a little bit of zip or zing to it. And so I would say it's true to the name, Raspberry Tart. I didn't find it too intense. It's just a nice fruity fragrance. I just found this to be a really nice change. And this is one I could enjoy or could have flowing through my home for over 2 hours without it becoming overwhelming to me. So Raspberry Tart for me this summer is a winner. And again, love the packaging of this Strawberry Shortcake collection. Now, again, I did order quite a few GooseCreek candles, and this was a first for me. This is another candle from Strawberry Shortcake, and the scent is called Apricot. But the candle was damaged. I'm not gonna open it or open the lid because I don't want little pieces of glass to fall on my bed. You might be able to see a little bit of like cracks here. I mean, look at that. You see that? Yeah, that's the candle that's broken pretty good. And you know, that happens. It definitely has an apricot fragrance to it, I will say that. But I can't say that I loved it. I like it. I could see how it is somebody's favorite. And as of right now, this candle is actually sold out. So people must have really enjoyed this one. But for me, like I said, I didn't really try it because I didn't want to melt the candle or for the wax to melt and then seep out of the jar. But just on cold smelling this fragrance, I wasn't just in love with it. And I will let you know what happened when I reached out to GooseCreek about this broken candle. Okay, so speaking of broken candles, staying on track with that, this is cookie dough bites, also from GooseCreek. And this candle also was broken. Look at that. See that? Like I said, I've never experienced that with GooseCreek before as many times as I have ordered from them in the past. So I can say that this is not something I've experienced regularly from GooseCreek, but I decided to give cookie dough bites a try, or, you know, just see, you know, what I thought about it. This one wasn't broken as bad, but I will say that for me, this fragrance or this scent didn't make me feel like I hadn't ever smelled anything similar to this before. It does have a nice chocolatey scent in there. I could definitely see how someone would really enjoy this fragrance, but I think especially when I am trying a new fragrance online or purchasing something from an online vendor, I want to have something that I have not smelled before or that I haven't had before in my candle or home fragrance collection. And this cookie dough bites fragrance reminded me of other scents that I have had. So while it's nice, again, it didn't make me feel like, ooh, I've never smelled this before, I love this, or, you know, it didn't just wow me. But I think if you enjoy just like a you know, chocolatey gourmand baked goods fragrance, then go ahead and try this. But you know, if you have had your share or smelled your share of, you know, chocolatey fragrances, then you'll probably be okay not getting this one in a candle. Okay, now the next candle I decided to try is from the Care Bear collection. And even though this doesn't really go with the theme, the pink theme of my bedroom, it's still really cute. And I had watched a few other reviews of the Care Bear collection, and there were people who seemed to really be impressed with this scent. So I decided to get it myself, and that is Wish. The stars, when there's light that touches them, it sparkles, and then the Care Bears themselves are glossy, and then the blue background is this matte finish. So love this. And the other thing that I love, that I know I have mentioned before in reviews that I've done with GooseCreek candles, is that I have wanted them to have the scents or the fragrance notes on the bottom of their candle jars. So I don't have to go to GooseCreek.com every time and look up the scent notes. And so on the Care Bear collection, they have done that. So I hope that this is something that they continue to do. So the fragrance notes are wild lavender, chamomile, raspberry, and vanilla. So for me, I really picked up on the lavender note, the wild lavender note, and the vanilla note. And the other notes, the chamomile and the raspberry, I could definitely see how those were blended in there. Those were a bit more subtle to me, but this is a very calming, relaxing scent. I didn't find it to be overwhelming. I think this will be a nice alternative to those of you who may not really want anything super sweet or more on the sweet, fun side or fruity side. This is a nice option for you all, but who still love, you know, and can appreciate being a kid at heart. But while I did enjoy this scent, I can't say that I loved it to where I want to keep it, or at least like a full-size jar, a 14.5 ounce jar of it. I have again had my share of lavender fragrances and scents, and while this is nice, it doesn't wow me. It doesn't have like that wow factor for me. So again, would recommend it if you love lavender fragrances, more specifically lavender vanilla fragrances, and maybe you want to purchase a candle from the Care Bear collection. This would definitely be for you. And if you love blue, you know, or the color blue, or that's like a theme in your room. But for me, this one was fine. It was nice, but again, not a keeper. And that is one thing I want to say to GooseCreek, if you're watching, or anyone from GooseCreek, the GooseCreek team, is I would really appreciate if you all had your collections, these, you know, collections that you do with Strawberry Shortcake and Care Bears and Peter Rabbit. It would be great if you had those fragrances available in the form of wax melts as well, because I do enjoy this fragrance, but I don't want it in a full-size candle. Wax melts, yes. Here's some of your wax melts. Like, I would take this scent in the wax melts, but I don't love it enough to have it in a full-size candle. So that is something that I hope you all will keep in mind and make available going forward with your collections. Okay, next I have this candle. Isn't this so cute? It's pretty much glossy and matte. The rainbow is glossy, the bears, the Care Bears are glossy. Look at that little sun. It's like so happy and warm. So yes, this is called Carolot Castle. Cotton candy, sugar sprinkles, mandarin, lemon, and lime. And I was like, ooh, that sounds like fun. I want to order this one. And I can smell the lemon, like a citrusy, maybe it's a mandarin I can smell. So I can smell some of the citrus notes, but the prominent note for sure for me that I smell is cotton candy. It reminded me of a fragrance that I used to have called Pink Sugar by Aquilina, and it's supposed to be reminiscent of cotton candy. And it's just, when you know something isn't for you, you know it's not for you. And again, I'm not trying to put this fragrance down if this is your fragrance, if you love this fragrance. But everybody's different, and this just wasn't vibing for me. But the packaging again is adorable. I think this is gonna be one of those, you know, sweet fragrances. If you love the sweetness and everything, then do not hesitate to get this. But this one, like I said, this just wasn't the one for me. Okay, now this is different. I kind of got this one more so for my living room. My living room, the theme in there, or the aesthetic in there, is a bit different than here in my bedroom. But I loved the packaging. This is called whipped vanilla, right? Yeah, no, whipped cream and cashmere. And I just love the way this candle jar looks. The notes in here are soft cashmere, amber, sandalwood, jasmine, and vanilla. Ultimately, I just found this fragrance, again, not to really be for me. Like, I like it, but I don't love it. And I want to love the fragrances that I have. If a cashmere note is in a fragrance, I think it has to be very subtle for me, as opposed to it being like a top note or a middle note. Very nice fragrance, beautiful packaging, but just not a match for me. Okay, I don't know about anybody else, but I am in a fall mood, even though it's July. And that kind of leads me to this candle. I decided to give this a try. It's called Pumpkin Hard Cider. I was very curious about this one, and I gotta say, unfortunately, this was not a match for me either. A nice scent, okay, but I would say if you have had your share of like pumpkin apple scents, this falls into that fragrance for me. Nice fragrance, again, nice, but it didn't make me feel like, ooh, I'm really gonna be trying this one or using this one over the fall time. You know, I just wasn't in love with it. So again, nothing against the fragrance itself, but it didn't have that wow factor for me that I require. So, you know, I'm glad that I tried it to see whether or not this was gonna be a new favorite. Okay, now I promise you there were some candles that I did love. And that is this one that I'm about to show you. It is from the Care Bear collection. And look at all the different color characters and Care Bears. And you've got the Care Bear logo right there front and center. And again, I still think this goes on theme with my bedroom. Just a side note for me personally, I love the multicolored jar. You know, we got pinks, blues, yellows, purples, and I have that, you know, here with my little starlights. You know, pink, yellow, blue, and white. I mean, when you see this candle jar, it's just nothing but fun. You know exactly what it is and exactly what it's about just by taking one look at the candle jar. But the notes in here are rainbow sherbet, sugared citrus, blue raspberry, and lime. And I have to say, this, out of all of the, you know, Care Bear fragrances that I tried, you know, Wish and Care-a-Lot Castle, or this one is hands down my favorite. This is a keeper for me. This totally has a summer vibe to it with the rainbow sherbet and lime notes in there, as well as the sugared citrus. So this is what I'm talking about, okay? When I say I want to be wowed, I want to have a fragrance that I can't, or my brain is not going to start computing and thinking to itself, where have I smelled this scent before? Because it reminds me of something that I've already had. At least for me, that's not what this did. If you enjoy fragrances that smell like orange sherbet or any sort of flavored sherbet, then you would probably enjoy this. It is fruity, but there's a little bit of that zip, you know, that citrus in there with the lime note. I love a lime note. I love lime flavored things, candies, and desserts. If that also tells you anything. So I think it's very appropriate that you've got all different colors of the rainbow Care Bears on this jar, and you have the rainbow sherbet note as the top note in here. I have been using this fragrance throughout the summer months, and it's definitely become one of my favorites. Can't say enough positive things about this one. Like I said, if what I described as to, like, you know, fragrances or notes that you like or enjoy, then do not hesitate to give this one a try this summer. Okay, so going back to those candles that I showed you that were broken, I did reach out to GooseCreek's customer service and let them know about my broken candle jars. You know, they apologized, first of all. That's so important. They still understand how far just saying, oh, we're so sorry for this, or we're so sorry about that. Here's what we can do to make it right. That goes a long way. So GooseCreek, thank you all so much for that. So what they told me they could do is either give me a refund, or they could send me 2 replacement candles of my choice. I decided to give these 2 fragrances a try. I have not smelled them or tried them yet. You know, you're gonna see my first reaction to these scents. I decided to give this scent a try because I watched someone's review of the Strawberry Shortcake collection, and she spoke highly of this scent. So we will see. I decided to try lemon meringue, and I don't have a lot of lemon fragrances, especially like lemon gourmand fragrances, because it's so easy for something to just smell like lemon or sugared lemon, and that doesn't do it for me. So I decided to take a chance and order this scent. This does smell good. I will say though, it's giving a little Bath and Body Works lemon pound cake for me. And I can say that because I currently have the lemon pound cake hand wash foaming hand soap in my bathroom right now, and I love it. But we will see. Hopefully I will enjoy it, but it does smell good. I feel like I'm picking up on the crust, so I'm excited about this one. I am. I hope it really impresses me, and that I can come back on here and let you know how much I love it. And then, in replacement of the cookie dough bites, I decided to try something very different, okay? This is another one that I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a chance on this one. I may love this one, or I'm gonna not love it. And that is sweet lime and lavender, okay? Very different. I love lavender, I love lime, like I just shared with you all. And I was like, what's this one gonna be like? I could definitely, this one is more so for my living room. This could end up smelling really fresh and clean. I've never smelled the combination or smelled a fragrance that had these before. So let's see. That is like pleasantly different. It is clean. There is a very soft, clean scent for this. Very just clean, relaxing, fresh, a little fresh, like a fabric softener or fabric sheets, scent beads, you know, laundry scent beads. But yeah, I will be interested to see how this smells when it's flowing through my home. I will try this and let you all know what I think. But yeah, I'm curious I cannot say that, oh, this reminds me of such and such scent. I can't say that. So, and that's what I want, but we'll see whether or not I end up loving it. And then lastly, for the candles, I have this scent by Bath and Body Works, and it's one that they've had for a long time. I especially saw, like, as far as the packaging for the semi-annual sale, and I love this one because it's more pink toned. If you just get this in the candle that they have year round, it's a red jar, and that just doesn't go, it's not on theme with my bedroom. And I love this one. I actually have this fragrance in plug-in refills in my bedroom. It's just, you know, again, very fun, fruity, gourmand type of fragrance. Let's review some of my favorites. Raspberry Tart, and this one is simply just like the Care Bear candle, or Care, and Strawberry Shortcake from Bath and Body Works. And then, like I said, we'll see whether or not I end up loving the lemon meringue, as well as the lavender, sweet lime and lavender scent. Now, I also got a few wax melts from GooseCreek. I have this cinnamon sugar vanilla. It definitely smells like a cinnamon, what are those, coffee cake? Yeah, that's what this reminds me of, or is very reminiscent of. So good. I can't wait until the fall time so I can have like a nice coffee cake or cinnamon strudel cake with some coffee or tea on the side. And then I did get Toasty Hot Toddy, and it is also a really nice cinnamon, more like a cider scent. So we've got the cinnamon sugar vanilla. To me, this is more of a coffee cake cinnamon strudel fragrance. And then the Toasty Hot Toddy smells more, or reminds me more of a cider scent. Can't wait. I can't wait for the fall time. But for now, I have my summer fragrances. I'm very happy with them. You know, large amount of these are for my bedroom. I hope you enjoyed this. Sending so much love your way. Thank you for, you know, sticking around, and I had a lot of fun being able to share with you all these fragrances, these different scents, as well as, you know, stuff I'm doing in my bedroom, and how I'm just kind of like having fun in here. I look forward to the next time we meet. And until then, I hope that you have a great day or a good night. Bye.